In today's video, I try the best pad thai of my life, find a very unbothered cat, and explore some very photogenic canals in my favorite Bangkok neighborhood. Hello and welcome from Chao Phraya, I believe it's called, here in Bangkok. It's an area that's not very popular with tourists at all. We're west of the river, west of the Chao Phraya river, and yeah, it's a very local area. You can see, if I just turn the camera over there, you can see all the landmarks. Far in the distance there's Le Bois State Tower where Hangover was filmed, yeah, it's not that close. But it only took like 15 minutes, even less, from the main train station, and even less from the historic center of Bangkok to get here. It's a fantastic area. Let me show you why I love this place. I've been coming here during every visit to Bangkok. There are great food markets. There is a very famous temple that appeared in the White Lotus show, yeah. Also, there's a floating market, a very artsy floating market, not at all what you would expect. So let's head out of the station and go to the food court, because I'm actually very hungry. Man, the infrastructure here in Bangkok is just phenomenal. You can cross any big street without even having to step foot on a zebra. I'm just in one of those overpasses over this 5-lane street, just like that. It reminds me a lot of Mexico City. They have the same thing. I love how when you get out of the city you have these amazing condos. There's just so many people living there. It's pretty cool. And I say getting out of the city as in getting out of the touristic center, or the touristic part of the city, not the actual city. This is still very much Bangkok. It's a mega city with probably over 20 million people living here. I'm not entirely sure, but it's definitely a lot of people. But you see how it's definitely getting a bit more rural in this part. You see more trees and more nature. You wouldn't think it was a very peaceful area, but then you got that. And I know it's currently under construction, but that's absolutely stunning. And then over here, look at this. It's a river. And then you see Bangkok's skyscrapers in the distance over there. The first stop of the day is going to be a food market. It's called Talat Phlu, I believe, food market. And it's just down here by the canal. So let's see what they got. I'm pretty hungry. Wow, that was loud. I only had mango for breakfast with a coffee, but it's already 1:30 p.m. so it's absolutely time for lunch. I'm starving. Let's go. And here we are. There are the food stalls. A lot of street food around here. Let's see what we can find. Definitely looks very cool. It also looks like one of those places that are going to be extremely cheap. Okay, next order of the day, I just sat down at a pad thai place. It's going to be my first pad thai in Thailand. It's not really a traditional dish that you find a lot in this country. They prefer krapao or other dishes. However, still very nice. I got the double egg one, so that should not be more than like 60 baht. I'll let you know once I get it. The milk tea was 25 baht, by the way. Very cheap. Alright, there it is. A double egg pad thai for 60 baht. 1.5 USD. I'm not gonna lie, that is the best pad thai I've ever had in my life, and I've had a lot of pad thai in my life. This is absolutely phenomenal. Just phenomenal. Insanely good. Like 12 out of 10. Like, you cut inside and this is what's in there. And then you get these sprouts and some spring onion, some lime. Wow. This is the real deal. Right, I just left the market. Before I left, I told the lady at the stall that this was the best pad thai I've ever had in my life, and her face lit up. It was beautiful. Yeah, 60 baht for the pad thai, 25 for the milk tea, and another 40 for the spring rolls. So a total of 125 baht for a full-on meal. Absolutely amazing. It's like $3.50. Wow. And it was all absolutely divine. Let's continue on to the White Lotus Temple. I know it's not called that, but that's what I call it. A very famous temple. I know it's currently under construction, but still a very beautiful area to check out nevertheless on the canals. Let's go. Apparently this market goes on a bit further. I did not see these stalls. However, yeah, I've already had some food, so I'm not gonna get any more. But it's a pretty big market, and I think it really pops off at night. It looks like one of those places. Alright, I've arrived at the temple. This is not it, but it's also a massive statue. The main one is just over there, behind the scaffolding. And yeah, it's just a huge temple area. Monks walking around. It's a very fun place. Entrance fee should be 100 baht, which is just like 2.5 USD. I will enter because this is one of the most beautiful and scenic temples that there are in Bangkok. And in my opinion, it's one of the most underrated temples in the entire city as well. Wow. Hello, are you friendly? No? Okay. In fact, there's a lot of cats. That's the third one I'm seeing. Are you friendly? No? Alright. To get to the actual main temple, we need to cross this very steep bridge. Look at that angle. I really wish there wasn't scaffolding there. This is the massive Buddha statue. And it's usually golden. But we have to deal with this, so it's okay. Okay, we are here. Just ahead of me is a massive statue of a monk. I hope it's a statue anyway. This is genuinely such a lovely place. It's like an oasis in a city. And then here there's a canal. A boat just went past and yeah, it's just beautiful. These waterways are just so important for Bangkok, and they're everywhere. They're like a spider web across the city. And then over here you have a garden. It's really a stunning place. Like, this is my favorite temple in the entire city, and there are many beautiful temples. I love that there are people actually living on the water, like these in this house. Of course there are still tourists, so you get these tourist trips on boats around this area, because we are actually not far at all from Bangkok, and I think tourists are discovering this place now and realize that they need to come here because this is just so incredible. There's a slightly smaller canal here. There's a boat coming. It's a bit unfortunate it's currently under scaffolding, but we can still go through the other building, which is currently not being renovated. It is just through here, and it's not quite as stunning, but almost. This is some sort of chetty, but rather new, with an exposition on top. I'm not going to go inside, but okay, that's funny. You can get imprisoned for 3 months if you feed birds. I got a fine of about $600, $700. But either way, there's the canal we've seen earlier. There's the temple. Do you hear the birds? They're extremely loud. Are these birds or are these chickens? I can't even tell. Very bad with nature, as you can see. It is indeed a rooster, not birds. Hello. Guys, it felt fitting to end the video at a floating market. Let me show you guys around this very artsy place. I've been here before as well, and it is also an incredible place. It's not what you would expect from a normal floating market here in Thailand, but I would argue it's even cooler. And that's the entrance to the floating market. Right here they sell some very normal stuff, but then it gets very artsy around there. I'll say this, there's a bit of a subtle foreshadowing as to, for the place that I'm going next. Lots of wooden houses, not sure about the water, but a place famous for its wooden houses and its wood in general. You'll find out soon, guys. And with that, I'm back at the incredibly loud MRT station. I'm gonna go back to the city. I hope you enjoyed the video. This is my favorite neighborhood in Bangkok. You should definitely check it out if you're here. If you want to support me, you can get me a coffee by using the buymeacoffee.com link in the description. You should also definitely like the video and subscribe. Whew, I'm out of breath from going up those stairs up there. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.